Today I'm sharing 10 tips on how you can boost your immunity. You don't have to eat 100% well. Sometimes you just need to live a little, eat that thing that you like. But if you have a good 80%, so the food that you eat can either boost your immunity and give you more power to be able to fight disease, or it can become a slow or quick poison depending on what it is that you eat and in what quantities. The first point is going to be nutrition, and this video has been sponsored by Nutri Uganda. Now, Nutri Uganda, this is a porridge that has been made for children, for adults, for mamas, and this is a fortified meal, a fortified porridge that can be taken to be able to add that extra into your diet. Because it's fortified, it has a number of minerals that are there that are available in it. You can be able to take it. It has instructions on how it is that you can prepare. It's quite easy actually when I read through here. And so for those quick meals that you want, you're rushing to work or you're at work, you want something that you can carry in your bottle, you want something that is good. This tends to be a very good fortified meal for this and these are the sponsors of this video to teach you more about nutrition and how it is that you can support your body. So this can be able to guide you. You can look at the different instructions when you get your box and you see the different instructions on how it's prepared and all the like. You can supplement it with different foods like bananas, like nuts, you use fruits, things like strawberries. All these other things can be able to help you to add to this to make it a better meal for you. The foods that we're exposed to are not necessarily healthy. Sometimes you just want a quick meal because lifestyles are very, very difficult and very fast, and sometimes you just want something quick. This is the thing I need to tell you. You don't have to eat 100% well. Sometimes you just need to live a little, eat that thing that you like. But if you have a good 80%, that means if around 5 out of 7 days of your week you eat well, you can be able to have a bit of ice cream, you can be able to have a bit of pork, nice food, something you enjoy. But as long as they're in optimum amounts, you are able to eat as well as you want to eat and enjoy the foods you want to eat, but in a good balance that is good for you as well. Because sometimes you just want food that's going to make you just happy. But you can't just be eating happy food all the time. You need nutritious foods because we are machines and you need fuel for your machinery. Another thing is hydration. We normally like to be able to take about 2 liters of water per day depending on your weight, and the heavier you are, the more it is that you require. The lighter you are, the less that you require. Although also the type of activities that you do, if you do work with a lot of lifting, you go to the gym, you're obviously going to require a bit more of the fluids and the hydration that you require. It's better for you to take foods and fruits that are from their natural sources. And one thing about fruits is that they are better as more natural as they are. So when you break them down, then you increase chances of them not being as beneficial as they would be. But basically, hydrate. If you want to add in things to it, I want to share a video about on how you can take more water. Tips, maybe I'll share that sometime. Tip number 3 is the sleep. How is it that you're sleeping? You need about 6 to 8 hours of sleep every day. And don't say that you do not have 6 to 8 hours, because you do. The only thing is you're going to come on phone and you begin scrolling through TikTok, and then next thing you know, it is 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., then you sleep from 4 to 6, and then that is you're waking up to go to do work. Why wouldn't you be exhausted? Just tell me why you wouldn't be exhausted. We are adults now, and meditation is very important. If you're someone who has a bit more on your plate, or you feel like your mental health is not well, invest into therapy. Invest in therapy. If you're not able to do that, look into things like meditation. Meditation is a time whereby you put all things aside and you just sit and it's within you and your mind. So you sit down, have this sometimes very calming music or nothing. Me, I prefer when I'm doing my meditation, I don't have any music at all. It's just nature and things around me. I'm just hearing natural sounds, a bird, a what, things like this. My best ideas come from such times. They come from times when I am practically doing nothing and you're just resting, you put your head down, or you just sit down, you just relax, and then you just allow your mind to rest. The longer it is that you go, the better for you, okay? Tip number 5, again, we are adults now. You need to invest into annual medical checkups. There's some insurance plans that do not provide this. There's some that do in some places. But even if you do not, you need to be able to put aside money that is important. Let me tell you something about the annual medical checkups. Most times you'll go to hospitals, they have like a full package of your annual wellness package. I personally, as a doctor, I don't quite like it, because you find that they do tests. There are a number of tests. These are the tests that you need to do. Everyone needs to do. but everybody is different. And so you need to sit with your doctor, have a consultation. What is your issue? What is your concern? They'll take your history and then be able to customize a package that is necessary for you and also within your budget that it is that you have. So it's better for you to sit down with your doctor, let them give you ideas. You sit and okay, well, first of all, we'll ask you things like what's your past medical history like. We look at your appearance, you look at things, we look at symptoms. The moment you look at someone, you can begin to think, okay, this is something that someone would benefit from. Other than going to do all tests, and chances are we're going to look at them and you will not need them. And yet you're wasting money and spending money. Yet you could go have a customized plan that has been made for you, because we are all different individuals. Tip number 6 is exercise. I don't need to even talk about this several times because everyone knows the purpose of exercise. It's important for your cardiovascular system that you're moving your body, but most importantly, the type of food that we eat, because we are what we eat. So the food that we eat is very important. If you have particular nutritional requirements, particular things that you need, is it to lose weight, to gain weight? Do you have a clinical condition? Do you have a lifestyle disease? Are you hypertensive? Are you diabetic? Do you have a thyroid problem? Do you have a liver problem? All these things, it's important that you have guidance of a clinical nutritionist or a clinical dietitian to be able to customize and curate a plan that is particularly made for you. So when this type of a plan is put there, it's able to guide your process and able to guide what it is that you do, because you need this. Some people cannot exercise like others. It's easy for you to be like, no, go to the gym and exercise and you'll do this. No, it's not that easy. Some people have problems with their joints. You need customized exercises. You need customized plans, the location that you are. There's some foods you can't eat. If you go to listen to the internet for all food ideas, you will just probably run mad, because the food diets that are out there there are many. Okay. Tip number 7 is addition of probiotics to your diet. Now, some people require supplements, some do not. Some people just do supplements anyhow. You find you just go to a supplement shop and just say, oh, this looks nice. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, of course, if they're trying to sell to you a supplement, they're going to tell you anything to buy this supplement. What you need to do is discuss it is with your care provider, with your healthcare provider. There are some supplements you do not need, and there are some you need, and there are times whereby you don't even need them entirely. You just need to have your food that is put in place, and you're able to gain these things from there. Probiotics, however, on the other hand, tend to help people, for example, who have like recurrent stomach infections or recurrent urinary tract infections. They tend to be very helpful. Probiotics, I tend to recommend the natural one is like a plain yogurt or bongo. It tends to have lactobacilli, which is good for the downstairs area. So people tend to have like multiple vaginal infections or UTIs. Probiotics are very, very helpful, and depending on who it is that you are, it's important that you have these recurrent infections. Get to the hospital, get tested. When you've been treated and everything is okay, then you can be able to incorporate this. Having things like a glass of plain yogurt a day contains lactobacilli that is good to re-enrich there, and then you put good soldiers back down there. I cannot say this enough when I say avoid self-prescription. I don't know when we say avoid self-prescription. I don't know if some people think that the doctors are feeling like you're going to put us out of business. No, whenever it is that you self-prescribe, I'm going to do another whole video about self-prescription and the effects that it has and how it is that it causes you problems. But avoid that. If you feel sick, go to the hospital and get yourself tested. Tip number 9 and second last is be around people that are good for you. Be around people that grow you and people that give you joy. Those are the people that we most likely, most times, you need people that grow us for the state of our minds, and you need people that give us joy for the states of our hearts and our souls. Being around good people, being around good energy, being around happy people, being around constructive people helps to build us as well, mentally and emotionally and spiritually and even physically. And the final and last tip is learn to dance in the rain. This is something that I call a life hack, because at the end of the day, the rain is going to happen regardless. Remember that story in the Bible when Jesus was walking with the disciples, and then when the storm was coming, he was sleeping. And then when he was sleeping, one of the disciples began saying, wake up and wake up. And he's like, but I am God. Like, is God inside the boat himself? But you have God right there in the boat with you, but you are also scared still. Yeah. And so when you learn to dance in the storm and in the rain, because at the end of the day, regardless, these things are going to come. We're going to have challenges all the time with money, with finances, with health, with love life, with relationships, with marriages, with our children, with our parents. These things do not end. And that is life. It's a series of problems, solve problems, problems, solutions, problems, solutions. So if you do learn to to live life strongly like this and adjust your mind and adapt your mind to changes and to become more mentally strong, I think we would become rather better human beings, don't you think? Otherwise, that is it for today, class.